been a while, and I'm here again today. So I'm starting with the US dollar index, and we mentioned that, or I mentioned the last time that it's the year of the dollar, and it's still the year of the dollar. We ended last month in a very positive way, very good candle showing here as far as the US dollar is concerned. And then the current month we is 13th of October, and we see another surge in the dollar. Well, there's a future recession which I'm looking at because of what the technicals are showing me up here, and we expect a drop in the strength of the US dollar. And for now, it's still the year of the dollar. But somewhere around December, January, we expect that um, the dollar should be easing a bit in terms of its strength. And so we should be careful when trading the dollar from that time. However, this is an educational program, and then it's intended to give you some information so that you can learn and improve your trading. So we have the weekly chart also showing us strong signs. The daily and the 4-hour chart also not bad. Then you go to the euro dollar, and as we said, it's the year of the dollar. The dollar is outperforming all the other pairs. So on the monthly basis, we have the dollar strong and the euro weak. We have it here as the same. We have it here. So any trading activity as far as these pairs are concerned should be going short. And I mentioned that the last time. Aussie dollar. So in my last video, I clearly stated that I expect the Australian dollar to weaken the more. And I mentioned that any trading activity as far as the Australian dollar was concerned, as at that time I did a video, was to sell. And it took a while, but we can clearly see that the market is going south as far as the Australian dollar is concerned. Okay. We're somewhere around here, and I was mentioning that we need to sell this pair or somewhere around here thereabout. And then the pair is still traveling down so quickly. Australian dollar is getting weakened. US dollar, Japanese yen, US dollar to Japanese yen. And so it's also clear. So the thing about Ichimoku and trend following systems are that it allows you time to be able to analyze the market and make your decisions. Most often, people are in a rush to make a trade. They're in so much of a hurry to put in positions that they don't have time to analyze. They are trading smaller time frames, and smaller time frames are good, but you need to have a bigger perspective of what the market is than just looking at the smaller time frame and deciding that this is what the market is going to do in the next 24 hours. That's dangerous. So in Ichimoku, you actually look at the monthly chart and clearly see that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up to $10 is strong. If you come to the weekly chart, it's the same. So you have a pullback, but the pullback is not deep enough, telling you that this is just profit taking and that the market is expected to go back up. Then on the daily chart, you have the same behavior of a pullback. And then on the 4-hour chart, you have a little pullback and boom, the market keeps going up. And so it is a bullish market as far as the US dollar Japanese yen is concerned. It's not turning back now. So a trader who is looking at this pair obviously should be looking at a buy situation and making only buy decisions and not looking anywhere else. Now on the dollar, let's look at Bitcoin. I mentioned that Bitcoin is in a very hot zone and that Bitcoin is struggling. And so it is a case. I mentioned that if you're holding Bitcoin and expecting it to go back up, that's dangerous. And that it is the season for the Bitcoin to weaken the more. And so you have on the monthly time frame with Bitcoin is not making any upward statement. And on the weekly time frame, Bitcoin keeps falling. On the daily, on the 4-hour time frame, and you can see this huge candle followed by a start of a new candle telling us that Bitcoin is falling. And we started doing this analysis when Bitcoin were, I believe, somewhere around 400 thereabout. And so Bitcoin has been falling for all these weeks, and it is better to look at the market from a multiple time frame perspective so that you can understand actually what the market is doing. They're just looking at one time frame and saying that because this time frame is selling, then that is the entire agenda of the market. So if you look at it from the monthly time frame, you realize it's been falling for some months. You look at it from the weekly time frame, Chikusman or the style is clearly below the cloud, not inhibited by any price. And the future cloud is also clearly bearish, giving us a bearish sentiment. Similarly, over here we have the same behavior. So I mean, a little cloud twist here, and then the market boom goes down. So Bitcoin is bearish and is going to continue to be bearish for a while. Looking at oil, okay, all right. So oil market is sitting at a very critical point here. Oil market currently is sitting at somewhere. Um, I mentioned in that video that should oil hit somewhere around 84.4, we should expect some decisions to be made as to whether the market should experience a change in direction to go up or to go down, and therefore we need to get to that level. Then we can begin to make a decision. Unfortunately, we didn't have the opportunity to do a follow-up video of, but next time we are going to follow up so that you can see actual behavior of the market. And so currently you have the market behaving this way. The market is, from a technical perspective, there's a little mix up here, but from the daily time frame, I can tell you that the market is torn between a bull and a bear struggle, and we need some time for us to clearly agree whether we are going to sell this pair or buy this pair. But from an intermediate perspective, the market is expected to go down. And over here also, some mix up here because you have a strong support area. The market is in the cloud. In the cloud, we don't make decisions. When you're trading Ichimoku and you find your candlesticks in the cloud, it means that you actually need to wait to figure out whether it's going to rain south or it's not going to rain at all, and the market is going to change directions. So that's crude oil for you here. And then so for us, or for me, I traded um, this pair. Okay, this is my MT4 chart. I traded the pound Aussie dollar. It's a live chart. I went long. I made 388 pips, and that's the beauty about Ichimoku. It allows you to, get a huge chunk of the market to yourself when the market sets. If you look at this on the hourly perspective, it even becomes clearer that the market got into this space. There was some pullback, but the pullback wasn't strong enough. Evidently, we had a cloud forming, and the cloud was very bullish. And then we have the Chiku spine. This is the green line. It was above cloud, so it gave a clear direction. I mean, if those who are looking at pure um, support and resistance will say that, well, we need a breakout in this area before we can decide we are going to buy this pair. We are going to sit for a breakout to happen, and they will buy. So they will be buying somewhere around here. But looking at trading from an Ichimoku perspective, an Ichimoku looks at the market holistically. It's an agile tool. So it is actually telling you that there's no real resistance there, and that the Chikusman is doing so well, Tenkin Kijun are doing so well. There's a cloud forming, and then there's a need for us to look at the market from that perspective and make a buy decision. So then at that point, I made a buy decision, and the market went all the way to 388 pips, and then I quickly got out of the market. Okay, you don't have to be greedy. You don't need to capture all the pips. You always have to leave something on the table, and that's how we trade Ichimoku. So you know what? If you want to become profitable, you don't need to monitor the market every second. Honestly, with trading Ichimoku in 24 hours, you may end up spending just about 35 or 40 minutes in checking your chart in 24 hours. And you allow the market to work and you can become profitable. So guys, thanks for following. Thanks for watching. Like our video, ask questions, and become a better trader from today. Enjoy the rest of the day. Bye-bye.